Today on our 2011 Ford Fusion, we're going to be installing the Rhino Rack Roof Rack. Part numbers RRVA126B-2, RRLKVA, and DK149. And while it looks great blacked out, it also comes in silver. These 49-inch crossbars are great for hauling multiple bikes, kayaks, cargo carriers, cargo baskets, and any other of your favorite accessories. Compared to other bars, these are going to be quieter. They've got this aerodynamic design. You can load up all kinds of accessories with T-slots. Most accessories accommodate Aero bars, so you can fit those as well. If security is one of your concerns, the end caps have locks on them. Ones that come with them are plastic, but if you're looking for an upgrade, you can get some metal ones here at etrailer.Com. For additional security, you've got locks on your footpads. What's nice about this is it comes with 4 keys, and they're already metal, so there's no upgrades required. The custom hardware features a rubber footpad that contours to the roof, keeping it secure and fitting your vehicle properly. The rubber won't cause any scratches on your roof. There's also a rubber strip on the inside of the clamp, so that way you have no scratching in the inside of your door jamb. Now, there are plenty of options out there to haul your cargo carriers or bike racks. However, some of the benefits of a roof rack over other options such as a hitch. For instance, if you had a hitch-mounted bike rack or cargo carrier, in the event of a rear-end collision, your items would be ruined. Up on the roof, they're safe from those collisions. You'll also have full access to your trunk. So now you can easily get your items out, grab your gear out the back, close up the trunk, and your bike's on the roof. Whether or not you even use it that day, you can still get to the stuff in your trunk. As you can see here, in a garage situation where you don't have much room, you won't have to take your bike rack off, dismount all that equipment, especially on a cold day. Pull right in, close your door, and you're good to go. Now, there are some drawbacks to this versus your other options. It's a little bit harder to load your bike on top of the vehicle. However, this is a smaller vehicle, so it's not too much of an issue. Another issue could be pulling into your garage. If your bike is still mounted, you may not have the clearance, so you might have to take your bike off beforehand. And a roof rack option does reduce your gas mileage slightly in comparison to other options. When looking at your options to carry your cargo or bike, this is one of the more simple solutions. A hitch is a little more tedious to install. You have to be underneath the vehicle, and this just clamps right on. The crossbars feature 165-pound weight capacity. Now, do make sure to check your vehicle's owner's manual to ensure you're not going to exceed the roof capacity. If you need further information on this, please see your local dealership. Our measurement from the top of the roof to the bottom of the Aero bar is about 3 inches. As you can see here, your sunroof is still fully functional and doesn't come in contact with your roof rack. Now we'll give you a measurement so you can ensure your accessory won't contact your sunroof. With the sunroof fully open, it's about 2.5 inches from the sunroof to the bottom of your Aero bar. And the distance between the roof and the bottom of the crossbar for your rear is going to be about 3 inches. The front overhang is going to be about 4 inches, and your rear crossbar overhang is going to be about 2.5 inches. Here we have our front roof rack installed. Now, when installing your roof rack, one of the things you need to do is set the distance between the center of the footpad and the center of your pillar. Your front rack is going to set at 7 7/8 inches. Now we'll show you how to install the rear. The front installs just like the rear. We've got our Aero bar here, our footpads, and our custom fit hardware. To begin, we'll take our rubber pads and place them on our footpads. Notice the numbers on them as there is a left and a right. The Aero should be pointing outward when it's installed. Just press those into place. Your ears will line right up. And do that with both footpads. Now remove the black Allen screw from the side of the footpad. Place your custom fit clamp in place and put the screw back in. You don't need to tighten it all the way down, as we'll be doing this in a later step. Do that with both footpads. Now we'll slide our footpads onto the Aero bar. That'll slide in using the flat washer there. The pad labeled 504 on the bottom is for your driver's side, and the one labeled 503 is for your passenger side. Slide both of those on. Next, you'll set the distance of your footpad on the rail. From the inner edge of the rail opening to the footpad, it should be 175 millimeters, which is roughly 6.9 inches. Do that on both sides. Once you've got your measurements set, go ahead and tighten down your foot pads to your Aero bars. You'll tighten this until your included tool becomes straight. This means it's at the proper torque. Now we'll set our crossbar under our vehicle and line up the foot pads. Now that your Aero bar is in place, you'll want to set the distance between the two. Measure from the center of the front foot pad to the center of the rear. And it should be about 27 9/16 inches. Once you've got it set in place, go ahead and tighten it down. You'll want to do a little bit on one side and then do the other side, tightening it down evenly. With everything in place, we can put our covers back on. And lock them down. Do that on both sides. And with everything in place, we're ready to load up our favorite accessories and hit the road. And that completes our installation of the Rhino Rack Roof Rack on our 2011 Ford Fusion.
Thanks for watching. Click the link in our description below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com. And leave us a comment if you have any questions.